Welcome back to Home Studio Production Basics. This is a series all about helping you up the value of things you create from home. This is episode 12. I'm here to talk about the best utility mic, which is not actually this one, the Neumann U87AI. It's great, but it's not the best utility mic. So, what is? Aha! Say hello to my friend, the Sennheiser MD46. I've been using this for more than a dozen years now in sports broadcasting. Very popular, very dependable, very durable. And I just want to say that most people, when they go out and research a handheld dynamic, the first thing they come across is the Shure SM58. And for obvious reasons, very popular, it's been around forever, extremely indestructible, and it only costs about $99. And yeah, sounds pretty good. You'll see a lot of musicians, lead singers, use the Shure SM58. But I'm here to put my stamp on the Sennheiser MD46. I just feel like if you want something nice, you want something versatile, you want something you can use in the field or in your home studio, it's going to work great in both areas. And if you're willing to just spend a little bit more to get more value out of what you're purchasing, to hopefully use it a lot more and use it in more areas and regards, then yeah, I highly recommend the Sennheiser MD46. Let me give you a couple of the main features. Number one, it's got a cardioid pickup pattern. Pretty typical, pretty much what you would expect, right? So it's not a super narrow pattern. It's not a very wide one. In loud, like sporting event type situations, it's mainly going to pick up what's right in front of it, but not too narrow and not too wide. So it's not too forgiving, like overly forgiving, and it's also not too specific. It's a good cardioid pickup pattern. This microphone also has a relatively long handle. And I know that sounds weird, like why would that be important? For a couple different reasons. Number one, so that you can fit a mic flag on it, and it looks normal and natural. It's got plenty of real estate here on the handle. But number two, because of low handling noise. I mean, look how far away my hand is from the actual microphone capsule. Now I can still make noise, but I can also, I didn't do that perfect, but I can also cut down on the amount of noise because the handle is so long. My hand doesn't actually need to be placed closer to the capsule. Also this, and I didn't put it on here, but in interview situations, the long handle, believe it or not, makes a tremendous difference when you're doing one of these. I'm telling you, as a person who's been there, done that time after time, this mic is fantastic for not only the way it sounds, but also its ergonomics. It's got a double layer grill, so it does hide the plosives. Also, we use it quite a bit with this wind foam. So Peter Piper picked a pepper, pickled peppers. What's poppin', people? See, so can't really pop a pea. It's got a great ENG build quality. Electronic news gathering, ENG. This is meant to pass the test of everyday use, high demand. It can get dropped. It can get, I don't want to say thrown around, but you don't have to treat this microphone extremely delicately. You can put it to the test and it's going to respond. And also, last but not least, now I am using this mic, obviously. I've been using it ever since the 87 went away, but I'm running just a little bit of compression on it to keep the levels normal, but it's got a studio sound even without like any EQ on this right now. I think this microphone sounds tremendous. Not only, interviewing an athlete in front of a crowd after a game, yeah, sounds great there, but it also sounds great in an acoustically treated room like this in a home studio. So I think that's why it's the best utility mic. You get the value of a field mic, but also the quality of a studio mic, even though it doesn't necessarily look or play that part. This microphone, when I looked it up, was 5 cents under $200, so definitely twice the cost of a Shure SM58, but I think you get what you pay for. And if this is going to be your investment, and if you can swing the extra $100, I highly recommend doing it. The ratings are from B&H. I trust usually what people on that site say. I mean, first off, I know this mic. I've used it myself. I don't need to hear what others say, but it's good to see that it's got, 4.5 stars through 53 reviews, and most of them are 5 stars. The MD46 handheld Cardioid ENG microphone includes features found in today's interview mics, but with studio quality sound. Hey, I wasn't lying to you, according to the company. The MD46 has a traditional long handle, wind attenuation, and off-axis rejection, and is designed to possess an extended high-frequency response. I didn't talk about that too, but it's got a nice curve. I'll show it to you in just a second. Warm lows and a clean mid-range. The company developed the new microphone in response to the needs of NBC and the 2000 Sydney Olympics. So yeah, more than 20 years ago, this mic came to be, and it's been a staple ever since. Look at that frequency response. It does give you some of that low end that typically other handheld dynamics, they just aren't able to do. Yeah, the mid-range through about the 1000 hertz area, a little bit of a forward push there. That's great. And then up high. What is that? Around 4,000 and 5,000, and eventually up at about 12,000. It gives you nice little bumps to accentuate the human voice. Now, I don't know about this mic for singing or performing, but in terms of broadcasting and interviewing, podcasting at home, highly recommend. I think it's got a great curve for it. It's not extremely gain hungry, so you don't need a super high powered preamp. It'll work just fine on most things. Again, I think this is the best utility mic. If you're out there, if you're making content, and I know this is home studio production basics, but if you want a microphone that you can take out with you places, as well as operate in the home studio, you can get a nice mount for this. You could put this on a boom arm. You could put it on a stand. I think the Sennheiser MD46, this is definitely what I recommend, and this is the way to go if you're only going to get one mic.